That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar, your first million. That's ugly money.
I am your host, Ugly Money Nietzsche, brought to you by Engorge Rejuvenation Tea, promoting erections, improving stamina, size, endurance, and libido. Make sure you go to engorge.com, that's EN-GORGE.com to get yours today, all natural male supplement. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get our mindsets right. It's time to put our mogul caps on. New York City's own. He goes by the Mindset Mogul Cru. Shaun Crumméy is here. Did I say that right?
100%.
See what I mean? You from New York, so I got to give you like that DJ Envy, that DJ Envy intro to make sure these folk know that you're not playing with them.
I love that, because I ain't have to tell you, bro.
Yeah.
Come on.
I do my research, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, first question of the evening. Before Shaun Crummey became a mindset mogul, who was Shaun Crummey?
Ooh, that's a great question. That's loaded right there. Which camera do I gotta?
Yeah, hey, you are right there. They're all yours, though.
Get the close up.
Yes, sir.
Listen. So before I became mindset mogul, actually, I lost my parents growing up. I went to 7 different schools in 9 years. I had gastroesophageal reflux disease. I lost over 55 pounds in 41 days. And I realized that all of these obstacles was actually opportunities to show my greatness. So wherever we want to start from, we can start from.
Let's start in New York. Pow!
New York?
That's my New York accent.
Gotta say New York.
New York.
New York.
Yeah, you're.
All right, so look, in New York,
yeah.
Growing up in Brooklyn, bro, was a gift and a curse,
okay.
Right? Because you learn how to maneuver, you learn how to navigate through the streets, but you also learn how to become smart with the ways that you move, because everybody in New York has a hustle. So even at a young age, you start learning how to hustle. I was selling candy. I realized that everybody was asking me, yo, can I get a piece of gum? I get a piece of gum. I'm like, all right. I got one stick of gum, and I got the rest of the day. And I'm like, all right, y'all gonna have to pay for this.
Yeah.
So I start racking up, buying some extra. Then now when they come, yo, you got 10 cents? All right, cool, 10 cents. So now I made my gum back. So I'm happy. I'm cool to give it out because I
doubled up,
back, right?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
So now I got extra money to go out and get some more. So it's just like little things like that from New York has transcended my life. But growing up, I lost my mom, and she was first I talk about my dad. My dad was murdered when I was 2. Like right in front of our building. And it was tragic because the same place that, I had to walk in and out of every day reminded me of my dad, things that I lost. And, growing up, you always get these gifts and curses. So with the loss of my dad, it became a gift and a curse because my mom, she remarried and she had twins. And it ended up being my brothers. And now my brothers are the ones I'm here successful with. And without them, I wouldn't be me. So, I could have easily complained about what I didn't have, but I focused on what I did have. And that was a life lesson that I had at a younger age.
So, losing your parents at such a young age, going to all those different schools, just seeming like your life wasn't stable, seems like at that time. How did that shape who you feel like you are today?
Bro, everything was temporary. And at first, I used to complain about that. But after a while, I realized everything is temporary. The good, temporary. The bad is temporary. So if I'm able to put myself in a position to understand that life is temporary, you got to make the best of it. You got to have beautiful experiences while you're here. So I thought about it. I was like, yo, bro, I got to choose my heart. I got to choose my pain. Either I'm going to get the pain of regret or pain of reward. But somehow some pain is going to happen. But pain is part of the picture. See, now, when I'm looking at pain as being a part of the picture, I want to take my pain, turn it into my power. So now I walk in my purpose and I live in my paradise. But before I could see that, I had to understand that everything is temporary. When I realized that everything was temporary, it changed my life because now I could love better. Now I could, I don't have to hold on to things. I could let things go. Things don't affect me that much. If I failed, that was a lesson.
This too shall pass.
100%.
Even the good, unfortunately, and the bad too. It's just a matter of time for, it's a different season. Right. And so you just got to be prepared, and just make sure you strapped up and prepared for whatever season we going into, man. Let's talk college. You went to Seton Hall?
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about college. I think I mentioned this before.
You don't like college?
I think there's some people trying to get me for student loans or something. I ain't go to
Me too.
I don't know, man.
I told them I went to VCU. I went to Virginia Commonwealth University. I told them folk I pay them back when I make $1 off of what they taught me. I went to college as a music performance major to play drums. You see any drums in there? Yeah. I'll pay y'all back when I make $1 million off drumming. Goddamn.
I was around the school.
Yeah.
I knew the area, South Orange, New Jersey.
A lot of people say college is maybe one of the biggest scams ever. Do you agree with that?
I do. And here's why. I believe college is a big scam because of the way that it's positioned. You spend $30,000 to go to school for tuition, to learn from somebody who makes $30,000.
Talk about it.
And then you go get a job where you make $30,000. It's a scam. In fact, you can't get rich slow, and it teaches you that you can get rich slow, and that's a scam. In fact, it tells you to go work 40 hours a week for somebody, so that way you can spend 40 years there, and then you go ahead and get retired with 40% of your pension. That's a scam. I'm here to get rich fast. Hopefully you're here to get rich fast.
I like it. It's interesting. I've said before myself, I'm like, people work a job or go to college for 4 years for $40,000 or whatever it is, to work a job for 40 years for roughly $40,000 and retire broke. That isn't the landscape the way I want my life to work out. You know what I'm saying? And outside of like your technical jobs, like doctors and certain things that you have to have these prerequisites. Like I was a music performance major. If you can play the drums better than me, you're getting the job, whether I got a degree or not. And I learned that when a guy that dropped out of college got a job over me because he was sick on the drum set and I quite frankly didn't have the foot that he had. And so, there's so many different courses that they're giving you a piece of paper to legitimize the fact that you supposedly went through this course, but it doesn't mean that you're the best qualified for the job. And you spend all this time and all this money and you're not even guaranteed. I know so many college friends that, are unemployed now, might not be financially stable. And, I'm a college dropout, not saying that y'all should drop out. I'm just saying, but interesting point. Steve Jobs was a college dropout. But to work for Steve Jobs, you had to have a college degree. In order to work for a college dropout, you had to have a college degree. A college dropout that's a billionaire, but you had to have a college degree. So which one do you want to be? The college dropout that's a billionaire or the guy working for him? I mean, hey.
Drop some bombs for yourself.
Hey, man, I tried.
Drop some bombs for yourself.
We gonna pop some stuff tonight. We gonna drop some gems. You was working with Netflix and Roku out here.
Yeah.
Tell me about that experience.
Look, doing graphics for Netflix and Roku was great, right? Because you get to Netflix and chill with the honeys. It's like, I did this. Let me show you a couple of things that I've done. So you kind of feel a little good. You popping off. Like, I got some. And then I realized my name's not in the credits. Okay, my name ain't there. So I started to think, I said, okay, over time, if I ever was to leave this job, would I ever make money off of here? Like off of my time for being here? No, I wouldn't. So during this time, something tragic happened where it was like a gift and a curse type of thing. And it was when I mentioned to you I lost over 55 pounds in 41 days.
Yes, sir.
I had gastroesophageal reflux disease, which was cancerous. So I had to beat this whole cancer. As I mentioned, lost this weight. And they said, wow, like I see that you lost so much weight. It's like, is everything okay? Like, nah, I went to go, to the hospital, get checked out and all these different things. And now I have this. They said, wow, what do you need from us? I said, I need time. Can you allow me to work? I don't want to not work because I really loved what I was doing. Let me work from home. They said, okay. 3 weeks go by, a month go by. They call me back, say, hey, look, you cannot work from home anymore. Why not? Because we need you in the office. I said, everything that I do is online. You can see it. It's uploaded. I'm working based upon a sheet that lets you know this is what I'm doing every day. I have a rubric that I work off of. And he said, nah, we need to see you. I said, but I need to heal. He said, so you got to make a choice. I said, okay. I said, all right, what can I do at this moment? And I decided, let me take off every Monday and Friday. Let me use my vacation days. No problem. Go ahead, use your vacation days. But what that did for me is transform my life.
Okay.
Because this was the first time I started to realize I need to become more effective in less time. I'm getting paid for 5 days. I'm working 3 days. I got a 4-day weekend. I'm living good.
Okay.
You can't tell me nothing now, because now I'm able to work on my other business. I'm healing at the same time. And on top of it, I'm still getting a check off y'all. And I know I'm leaving.
Come on.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I got to become more effective in less time. Then I started understanding, I need a legacy play. During this time, we acquired a brownstone. If anybody knows about the brownstones in New York
Cosby
City,
Show, of course,
it's worth millions of dollars. So we sold our first brownstone for $1.2 million, made 6 figures our very first deal. This transformed my life. That one deal, everybody, you're one deal away. Everybody's one deal away. You want to move away. I want to move away from going back. So I said, all right, cool. Let me make sure that, I could put myself in position for longevity, for legacy. And with the graphics, it just set me up. Like I thought initially I was going to be there and I was going to really like rock out being a graphic designer, but in actuality, it was the springboard to becoming more effective in less time.
That's hard. A wise man once said, when you walk into a job, you should plan your exit,
right,
because they're planning it too.
Right.
Eventually, it's going to come to an end. So are you going to walk out of this situation on your own accord, or are you going to walk out on their accord? But either way, it's going to end eventually. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think sometimes people are extremely loyal to jobs that they don't have any ownership in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I was always taught the job finances the business. The business finances the dream. A lot of times I think people think that the job is the dream. It's like, maybe, but not for us. Not for me. Let's move forward. How important is self-improvement and investing into self-improvement?
Ooh, it's number one, because the reason why it's super important and it's paramount to your success is because as you grow, everything else around you grows. The key to having a better life experience is being a better person. I can't be a better person if I'm not working on self. I can't have better relationships if I'm not working on self. I can't have better lifestyles if I'm not working on self. I can't have better experiences if I'm not working on self. I need to be working on self. So I started thinking like, okay, personal development, number one, I got mentorships. Like, so when we got that first 6-figure deal.
Yes, sir.
I was doing Airbnb right after that.
Okay.
Right. So Airbnb was the other hustle that I had during my time with doing graphics for Netflix and Roku.
For sure.
And I made $2,000 one day, and I was like, dang, I didn't know I had this type of money in this. All right, cool. Let me see how I could like maximize this. And one day I had a guest over, and the guest was like, I was like, he's making music, getting paid off his music. Everybody in New York City makes music.
Everybody.
I'm over here making music. I got my studio set up here.
Everybody.
I'm over there recording. I'm engineering people, and I'm like, all right, cool. But how do you make music? Because I got music on Spotify. I'm not making much money up there. He said, I got a major level up for you. He took me to this place called Landmark. First place I went to, all about personal development. I went there day one. I saw a whole roadmap. This is what I want to do. I want to speak about this. I want to transform my life. I want to be the representation of this, and then I want to go out there and show other people how to do it. Hard. And when I went and I seen, okay, cool, this is about transformation. This is about personal development. It made me realize the reason why I was at the space I was at is because of what I knew. But the reason why I wasn't where I wanted to be is because of what I didn't know.
That's a bomb drop right there. That's a bomb drop right there, ladies and gentlemen. Shaun Crummey is here, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, man. So, how did that development lead you to the Love, I would say, app?
Yeah, the Love app, man. So it started even before that. So one day I realized, and some of y'all probably could resonate with this, but before my mom passed away, she said, "Don't let my sickness." She said, "Never let my sickness become your weakness." And for years, I used to think that means don't tell anybody. Be a strong black man type of thing, right? Don't be strong. Don't tell nobody what you're going through. But my story wasn't my weakness. My story was my strength.
Hard, for sure.
And I realized when I started sharing my story became my glory. So I started putting things down. I started writing my breakthroughs. I started writing down everything that I overcame. How did I do it? I'm documenting the whole journey, the whole process. So what type of music am I listening to? I eliminated a whole bunch of negative rap music. No disrespect to my people who make rap music. I'm one of them, but it was negative. It was portraying negativity. And when I looked at myself, I was doing exactly what I was singing. I was doing exactly what I was writing about. What you tune into, you turn into.
What up? So you have a brand, you have a business, and you want to get the word out. In the last 90 days, we did over 30 million views on YouTube, over 50 million views on social media sites. Promote your business on the Ugly Money Podcast. Let me help you turn your business up. Make sure you text the number right here below. We'll schedule a call, and let's get it popping. Let's get it moving. Let's get that brand and that business out of here. Yeah, you can be an official sponsor of the Ugly Money Podcast, and China just left. See y'all in a minute. Text us.
So I was like, all right, cool. Write down my breakthroughs. Then one day somebody was like, yo, you should make it a book because like when you're not around, I always think about like, what would Cru do? I'm like, why you think about me like that? It's because, yo, you're like Gandhi. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's like the way you speak to me, the way you talk, the way you shed this love. It's like, it's amazing. And I just wish that I had you around more often because I'm traveling around this time. And I'm like, all right, maybe a book is good. So one day I was sitting on my bed and I thought about it. It was nighttime, it was like 9 p.m. or so. And I was like, damn, I'm happy where I'm at, but am I just settling? And I thought about it. Everybody would ask me, yo, how you feeling? I'm good. How you feeling? I'm good. But good was no longer good enough. I was so busy being good, bro, I forgot about my greatness. That's most of us. Drop the bomb. Put the M's in the chat.
Hey, come on. Let's go.
Put the M's in the chat. So
yeah, man.
I decided to do this.
Yes, sir.
I said, I'm going to write the book. Because the whole time, bro, I'm like speeding up my process. Like, I'm like, whoa, I'm getting super results. I'm becoming more effective in less time. Mm-hmm. I said, that's what I'm going to name it. Becoming more effective in less time. But I'll make sure this is the reason why I wrote it. Because good was no longer good enough. So from there, I was like, okay, how do I actually sell the book? Because the book is being sold. I'm not really caring about that. It's on Amazon. So it's like, and I got copies I can sell physically, but that's a lot of extra work. Mm-hmm. How do I become more effective in less time? Everybody has a phone, but not everybody is sitting down reading. But everybody's looking at their phone. Everybody's doing things. Everybody want to make money. So I decided to make a companion app to the book.
Come on.
Said, let me make sure that I can become more effective in less time because everybody got a phone. So every time you pull up your phone, you got the app, and now you're in the app working and getting yourself better to get into another level. And that changed my life. So that Love app is basically challenges. It's challenges that help you push past your current limitations. So if you have a money challenge, your issue is money, you're not making a lot of money. You go into the app and you type in money as your challenge, it curates all of the courses for you that's going to allow you to get over that hump with money, to change your relationship with money. And when I said, whoa, I'm $1 billion thinker.
Come on.
I'm a billionaire.
Come on, man.
I said, I got to push this out.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, cool.
Put the B's in the chat, baby. Yes, sir.
So that's what happened. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know what? The key thing is you got to get around more people. That's just the bottom line of it. You have to share other people's stages. Right? So first of all, I had to change my relationship with money. Instead of going for OPM, because what does OPM stand for?
I have no idea.
Other people's money.
Oh! Yeah, I had to learn to use that.
But I had to transform.
Okay.
Because perspective gives direction.
Okay.
If it's other people's money, most people are inclined not to reach out for other people's money. Mm-hmm. Me, I don't really ask. My family, this is how my family knew I was onto something. It's like, what does he do? Because he never asked for money. But somehow he always has it.
Come on.
And I'm always asking him for money. What do you do? Like,
yeah, we all got that friend there. Like, what? You know, Tommy.
Right.
Tommy from Martin.
Call me Tommy.
What you do, bro? Like, you ain't got no job, but you ain't out here bumming.
100%.
Exactly.
And I realized, like, yeah, I got to show him.
Okay.
Right. So understanding that, all right, cool. Let me not just keep this for myself. Let me start to share this. So I started sharing the app. I started sharing the book and everything. But it came from perspective change. So it's like our people's money. Right? So when you start to change your perspective, you start to see things differently. You change what you say, you change what you see. So change it to our people's money. Now everybody's moving like, okay, cool. I think could get a loan now because I feel this is my money.
Our people.
Our people.
We're part of it.
100%.
I like it. I like that. Yeah, because I was always the guy that didn't want to spend other people's money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could remember in my office my people telling me like, bro, you need to go get this and apply for that. I'm like, I'll just go make it. He's like, but you ain't got to spend your money. You spend day money. And I'm like, But if you put it, instead of saying other people's money, where it sounds like it's almost like predatory almost, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm taking it. When you say our people's money, that means, you know what? We're a part of it. I should be entitled to this. I like that. Our people's money.
Before you go, changes. That's how the whole app got funded. Because I realized it wasn't other people's money. It was our people's money. And who needed the app? Our people. So we all are invested into this so that way we can get the result. And then from there, my mom was like, yo, we could do this. We can make this happen.
How does one go about getting constructing an app?
Well, you could go a number of ways. Nowadays, you got AI. So you literally just type in information and app pops up for you.
Oh.
So if you don't got to do it the hard way like me, I was doing it through websites, then converting it to a whole bunch of other stuff. And then it's like, it's easier now. Just go online, type in apps.
Build me an app.
Right. Build an app.
Works like that.
Just like that.
Stan, go to ChatGPT and get us an app built today.
Right. App built today.
well, you did it the hard way, man. I appreciate you, going through that tumultuous experience of building an app, so you can tell me in 5 seconds to just go to AI and just get it built.
Don't do what I did.
Explain the power of positive thinking.
Yeah, so most people get it confused, right? They go, it's hard to be positive no one can be positive all day. It's not that you have to be positive all day. Positive is a result. You got to be optimistic. This is going to work or it's going to work. I can do this because I know I'm great. Ancestors chose me. The ancestors chose you. You are amazing. You are whole. You are complete. You are everything you ever needed to be. You got to see that. That's really it, right? So me, it was more like, if I don't think it, then who will? So being optimistic about everything that's in my life, that's when things change. That's when I started seeing positive results.
I mean, I think, when you put out positive, you get back positive. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like a boomerang. Life is like a boomerang. Whatever you throw out there, it's going to come back and hit you. And I always try to remain as positive minded as I can. The cup is half full, not half empty. It's just a perspective how you look at it. Yeah, either way, it's a half of something in there. But is it half full or is it half empty? Like I say, like you were teaching earlier about perspective, other people's money versus our people's money. It's a perspective of you looking at it. I have no problem with sharing our people's money, but other people's money, it sounds like I'm a bum.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And so the cup is half full, the cup is half empty. It's just positive thinking. And I like that, brother. And real offline question. Are you familiar with like numerology?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not deep into it, but that was one of the ways that I kind of got out of the matrix a little bit, was looking at some of those aspects. I
mean, do you agree on like the fact that life path for numbers?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know too much about it, so I can't really like go deep into
Neither do I. I'm actually in the process of learning more myself. I just found out that I was a dog in the Chinese New Year. You know what I'm saying? I'm just learning these things as we go. You preach positive thinking. That implies free will.
Yeah.
Someone cannot have free will if they don't get to choose what situation they're born into. So how do you explain that?
Yeah, I love the question because most people are thinking this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You may not get to choose which family you're born into, which situation you're born into. You may not get to choose whether you were mistreated or not. You may not get to choose whether you were abused. You may not get to choose any of that. And I'm sending everybody a lot of love and beautiful healing energy because it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. You have the duty to yourself to heal because every obstacle that you went through is an opportunity. It's a learning thing. So that's where you find your greatness. So if I'm speaking to someone who came from a broken home or broken relationship, I want you to think about it this way. Let's say you were the younger sibling, but you had an older sibling. You had two of them. One was a tall sibling, and one was a rich sibling. Who do you think that you would grow up to be more like?
Tall sibling or a rich sibling? If we come from the same, I don't want to answer the question wrong, but if we're coming from the same mother and father, I think that we are born into being the tall sibling because that's what we're born with, correct?
There's no right or wrong. And it's just like, which one are you more likely to become? Like, you have a sibling? You have siblings?
Yeah, for sure.
And y'all all the same height?
Yeah, my brother's pretty tall.
Right. So for me, I have siblings. I'm the tallest one. I was the shortest one in school growing up, but I had a growth spurt and I became one of the tallest. But and the reality of it is, my brothers are closer to me in wealth than we are in height.
Wow.
Because genetics is one thing, but you're not rich from genetics. You're rich from environment.
Facts.
So it's more about your environment. So yeah, you could be a person who actually been abused and all of these things growing up. I mean, you got the worst parents that came out of poverty, but that doesn't stop you from being around other people who are already doing the things that you want to do or who are moving and shaking like you that can help you elevate your life.
So the saying of, if you're in the room with 4 millionaires, you're going to be the fifth is real.
Drop the bees in the chat.
Let's talk about money. That's why y'all really are here. Let's talk about money and how we can get some, okay? What are no-doc loans?
So no-doc loans is basically loans that you get based upon your transaction history. So you get some transaction history, right? Then you go ahead and then be able to go get some no-doc loans. I personally don't specialize in no-doc loans. I have strategic partnerships, which in turn they specialize in no-doc loans.
Okay. I need me some no-doc. Stan, go get us some no-doc loans. I got plenty of transactions. Too many.
Transaction history.
Too many. Explain getting life insurance policies that build cash value at 6 to 7%.
Right. So, and I'm going to go deeper into some of this, but most people look at whole life insurance or term life insurance, right? My brother is a financial advisor. He's a life insurance master for us. He got me my corporate life-owned insurance, right? So this life insurance from my corporate is basically running through my business. So I'm taking the money that I would normally just have sitting in the bank, and I'm putting it into this vehicle, and this vehicle is 10xing it, or the vehicle is actually bringing me X amount of dollars in cash value. So it's just a tool to use.
Okay, so how does that lead to generational wealth?
All right, so let me put it like this. You got a Fantastic Five, right? If you could look at your Fantastic Five, you would look at it like this. You have an anchor, right? What is your anchor? For me, my anchor is personal to business development. Is my book, is my app, right? Now, you want to also have affiliates. So, like I mentioned, I got the person who could come in and give you the no-doc loan, right? I got a person who can get you funded. So now, let's just say I'm making $100,000 off the app. Or let's just say I make $5,000 a month off the app. Now, let's say I go get 2 or 3 people funded, and I get them funded, I get them access to $100,000 quicker than their jobs could pay them or faster than they could save it, and I get a percentage off that $100,000. You're talking about maybe 5% off that. 5% off the $100,000, that's $5K. So I got 3 clients at $5K, that's $15,000. And that's just off of 3 clients.
And everybody wins, too.
Right.
They get the money that they couldn't work fast enough to get, and then... Yeah, you're putting them into a different situation financially, and you're eating off the back.
100%. But wait, there's more.
Okay.
You want to add levels to it, right?
Let's add levels.
So not only do you have the anchor, not only do you have the affiliate, now what do you got? The asset. The corporate owned life insurance is my asset. That's my asset. My money is having money babies. My money is pregnant. You want your money to be pregnant?
I want my money to be pregnant.
Fat pregnant, right? Triplets,
so
quadruplets.
knocked up, yeah.
That's right. So now, not only do you have that, that's accruing an interest. Okay, cool. Let's take it a step further. Now you got upsells. You have a business.
Yep.
You have a standard price on what your standard business is, but now you got upsells. So now you add that into it. Any upsell could be something like an ebook, something like a digital asset, and now you can sell that, right? A course. Maybe you sell 3 courses to 3 people. Maybe your course is like at $97, maybe $997, $1,000 basically. That's $3,000 you got for doing nothing. Basically a one-time work, right? You add that to the $15,000 we got. Where we at right now?
Our money's pregnant.
Add that to the $5,000 on the app, right? How much we at now? Right, we have like 23,000 in a month right now.
Nice.
Yeah, 23,000 in a month. So now you start to realize, oh, wait a minute, what else could you do? Now you got investments. What's my investment? Real estate. So now I'll take some of the money that I just created, or I could take some of the money from our people's money and throw that into one of a fix and flips. So now I do a fix and flip, one fix and flip per month. Maybe I make what? $2,000, $3,000 off that. How much do I make now? That's $26,000 we got.
And just keep flipping it.
Keep flipping.
And a lot of the stuff you can get paid while you sleep.
100%.
Hey.
The only thing that I'm doing that is actively earning is me working maybe on that app. Your Anchor is probably the one thing you do. Everything else is just passive and semi-passive.
Stan, I got an Anchor. We need to go get us some sleep money. So you're an artist, an actor, an activist, whatever you do, come to the Ugly Money Podcast and tell your story. You can be a special invited guest by texting the number right here. Let's lock in your interview. Let's tell the world what you got going on. Over the past 90 days, we've gotten 30 million views on YouTube, 50 million views on social media sites. It's time for the world to know about you. So make sure you text this number so you can come on the Ugly Money Podcast. And you get to meet China too. It's that ugly money. Okay, you got to explain this. Explain purchasing a house with a 580 credit score.
Okay.
How?
So look. When you purchasing a house with a 580 credit score, this is you basically getting a loan. Now, not only can you get a loan, but you could go ahead and get a capital partner. So let's just say you got the deal on the table. You got a 580 credit score, but you got Stan. Stan got the 780 credit score. Okay, cool. Y'all run a business together. You get him on the operating agreement, right? Mm-hmm. You can have him do business on your behalf, or you could just have him get you the loan for that particular business, and now you could go out and get a property from the loan that you got utilizing Stan, utilizing your capital partner.
So if my credit messed up, I can use Stan credit to go get me a house.
Well, you could use Stan credit to get you money, and you can use the money to get the house.
Stan, let me use your credit, bro. Stan's in this interview right now. Now that's hard. We don't think like that in our community most of the time, and I think that's why the work that you do is so important. You know what I mean? To wake us up to a lot of the opportunities financially that are out there. I was always taught pretty much to leverage my time for money. Until I got a little smarter and a little older. It was like, well, that's the lowest form of payment for my time, is when you're leveraging your time, because you only got a certain amount of time. You got 24 hours in the day. And so you can only work 24 hours. Eventually you're going to have to eat once or sleep, you know what I mean? And so to be able to just maneuver around financially, a lot of us were taught in school just to be workers. We're taught to be worker ants, man. When did you wake up from the monotony of being a worker ant and realize that you wanted to be a king?
It's two-part story to that. Because I was looking for a job like a worker ant, and I found one. Jamba Juice. Yeah. I worked at Jamba Juice for 3 days.
3 days.
They paid me
3 days.
They paid me $7.20.
Gangster.
Every hour. After 3 days, I quit.
Okay.
I got my paycheck in the mail. It was about $56. Something like that. I was like, nah.
Hard work, baby.
I was like, nah. The crazy thing is I think it was a mutual thing because they never called me back. I never went back. They never called me back. And that made me realize, whoa, I have to level up my game. And I had another situation. I used to work at this company called Elite Daily where I was doing videography. And I kind of screwed that opportunity up because I was so focused on playing basketball that I forgot to do my job, which was come to work early and do the job. I was coming to work after I got off of basketball practice. Mm-hmm. Basketball practice wasn't paying me. And as I mentioned, that was just like step 2. So the next level was, okay, if I get another job, I'm going to make sure I do the best at the job. And I got to another job, which was the graphics for Netflix and Roku. Mm-hmm. Once I had that incident, when I realized, oh, shoot, they don't really care about me. I need longevity. I need legacy. And I said, okay, I'm gonna have to work for myself. And I thought about it. Work for myself. But how am I gonna pay myself? Am I gonna take my money out of my pocket, give it to me and put it back in my pocket, and then spend it and still keep the how? So it wasn't about me working for myself. It's about me working for every single person in my target audience.
I like it.
If you
I like that word.
If you're out here thinking that you're going to work for yourself, you're not working for yourself. You need to work for every single person in your target audience. Drop the names in the chat.
For those that don't know what the target audience is, you watching, you're in mine. You watching, you're in his. The people that rock with you, I'm going to put it in layman's terms, okay? Your niggas. The people that, see, Future fans may not necessarily be Taylor Swift fans. But as long as Future feeds his target audience, which is the people that like Future's music, Future's going to remain Future. But sometimes a lot of people, what they try to do is they make Future music, but they want to make songs for Taylor Swift, and then they want to make songs for Garth Brooks, and they want to make songs for... You're confusing the people. Sometimes you just got to take a stance and, provide a product for the people that are going to appreciate your product. That's why being you and doing what you do is so essential in business. You just got to find your tribe. Respect. Now, that's some game right there. Who is him 500 RPX, and what is your relationship with him and his company?
So I'm not with RPX, but him 500 is one of my mentors, one of the big brothers.
That's out.
And I was in his circle of CEOs, and like people get crazy about investing.
Yeah,
but he's so intelligent with what he strategizes, because he's talking about practical stuff, networking, building relationships, and just his influence has changed my life, right? You got Neo, you got Mr. 2 Weeks Out, you got Justin, and you also got my guy Alex, right? But just talking about him 500.
I talk to Slump about these kind of people all the time. I call them the bougie rich buckhead niggas. Yeah, and you know what's funny is because I see these successful black men, right, online. I'm not exactly familiar with what they got going on, but I know they look like they're having a great time doing it, and they're getting a lot of money, right? And so the rest of us on the outside looking in, when we see the circle of CEOs of him 500s, the Earn Your Leisure guys, we're like, okay, how do we tap in? How do I get in the picture? Well, explain to me how. Because I need to be with the bougie buckhead niggas, man. I want to be a bougie buckhead nigga. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and explain.
So basically, one of his strategies, right? It's the same strategy that I apply.
Yeah.
And it's called strategic partnerships. So they had a circle of CEOs mastermind. I went there. I have my own programs, and I don't need to be there. But the reason why I went there was not only to support the brothers, but to understand maybe I can get some gain, because I'm where I am right now because of what I know, but I'm not where I want to be because of what I don't know.
Come on.
They gave me one move, and I made my money back in the one move. This is the thing. They said, let me charge $15,000 today, but if you pay up in full right now, I'm charge you 10. Right? This is to join their circle of CEOs. Literally, I paid the 10 right up front, $10,000 right here up front. Literally next week, I made 15 grand. All
right, Stan, go ahead and cue me up with the 10 grand for them boys. All right, find him 500 cash app. I'm gonna hit your cash app tonight, bro. No, I'm gonna hit your cash app, and you gonna bring me. See, we gonna work this thing out. I'm about to be a bougie buckhead nigga Slump. Yeah, because they getting a whole different type of money. I'm over here working too hard. No, respect. So, knowledge is power. Right. And you guys are basically leveraging you guys' knowledge. It seems like a network of success.
Right.
Yeah, I need to be in that room.
You're already in that room.
I'm in that room?
See, remember I was talking about earlier, right? I was like, so Queen had came in and she was talking about some stuff like, I was like, I got to get the ugly money, like on the podcast. Respect. I got to come to I think my family is in here. I think I got some family members here. My tribe is here somewhere.
Yes, sir.
So it's probably the same for you. Like you would think in that same way. Like, okay, how could I do X, Y, and Z?
I need to get with the bougie.
Showing up right here, right?
Yeah, I need to be,
right. So The power is power in proximity.
Respect.
And the knowledge. That's one thing that everybody has that you can monetize, but it's not for negative. We're meant to share with each other. We're meant to like barter and do all these things for money. So we need you in a space. We definitely want you in the space.
Let's go.
Who you are as a person, your presence, your energy, bro. You already here, bro.
There it is. Now when y'all see me, we got them Louis Vuitton sneakers on. We got them velour sweatsuits with the bougie buckhead niggas. Y'all just make sure y'all tap in with my brother Shaun's situation so you can come get some money on with us. We got the money on for the fun on, baby. He about to tell y'all some real stuff in this next question I'm about to ask. I don't know if he gonna answer it all the way, but you might want to turn your recording devices on. Shaun, how on earth does someone achieve 5 figures in a day?
Ooh, talk to me nice. So it's all about leverage.
Okay.
Remember the Fantastic Five?
Okay.
Let's just run it back. Let's run it back. Run it back from the top. Let's say you got your anchor. In fact, let's just say I'm running a 5-day program for you. You come to the 5-day workshop. This is in-person type of 5-day workshop, whatever the case may be. Don't matter, online, in person. Let's just say we charge $297 for it. You charge $297 for it. Let's just say maybe 5 people showed up. Can we get somebody doing some math in the back? Let's get somebody doing some math.
Put them calculators out.
Get somebody doing some math. What we got? What's the number?
Stand my smart nigga.
Let's just say we got 5 people.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just say we got 5 people. 5 people to come to the work. 5 people who join the workshop. Let's just say. 5 people join the workshop. $297 each. How much have we got? $1,500? Okay, $1,490. So let's just say we have $1,400. Let's just say we have $1,400. We have $1,400. Okay, cool. So now what was the next thing? So we got the anchor. Now we got the affiliates, right?
Okay.
So now we got the affiliates. How many people want to get funded out of those 5? How many people you think want to get funded out of 5 people?
I would imagine everybody want to get some money.
Let's just say we got 3 people funded out of 5.
Okay.
And let's just say we got them access to $100,000 or maybe less. Let's just say we got them access to $100,000.
Okay.
And let's just say I sent them to one of my people and I got 5% off of that. They pay a 10% fee for the actual service to get them funded.
Okay.
So they pay $10,000 out of their $100,000. I think you would trade $10,000 for $90,000. I think somebody
for sure
would trade that. So okay, cool. He gets 5 and I get 5. That's $5K. But now I say I got 3 people funded. How much is that?
I made $15,000. Right? Hey, I can add it up, baby. So I can basically, okay, so person like myself, right? Let's talk about me. It's one of my favorite subjects. Okay, so a person like me that might have a pretty large network of brothers that like to get money. You know what I'm saying? And I have built my rapport with them over the time span using my anchor, which is my entertainment business or whatever. So if I was to I could actually create my own network of money getters, bougie buckhead niggas in duality with partnering with, and it becomes a huge spider web of wealth.
It becomes network.
Come on. Y'all see what I'm saying? I'm trying to put it down. Hey, he putting down some game. Y'all better pick it up. Hey, are you gonna be working at Jamba Juice?
Jamba Juice.
So this is how you actually retire your job.
Right. This is how you retire your job. And then we didn't finish. What else did we say we had? We had we got the affiliate.
Yeah.
We got the anchor.
Yes, sir.
What else we got? We got the assets.
Okay.
Then we got the investments and we got the upsell. So now we go to the upsells. Let's just say in the upsell, it's just courses on what I was teaching during that 5 days. It's just a full course because, okay, after we do the 5 days, you might forget some of the stuff. You want the recordings, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's just say we charge $1,000 for the recording and everybody bought it. Let's just say 5 people bought it. How much is that now? So we have 15 plus. Now we add $5,000 onto it. How much? Where we at now? How much money?
20? That's a 20 ball, right? That's a 20 ball.
See what I'm saying? See how
Nice
we
20 ball, yeah.
But this is 5 people. We're not talking about your whole network.
Yeah.
We're talking about 5 people.
I got more than 5.
Right. So you see how quickly it start to add up?
If I tell my network that I'm gonna get y'all niggas 100, that's how I'm gonna say it too, because I talk to my audience the way I talk to my, you know what I'm saying? You have to know how your audience thinks and how your audience feels and how I know how to talk to my audience. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I yell a lot, because a lot of men follow me. So I'm not on my page, licking my lips like LL Cool J, because there's a whole bunch of niggas. You know what I'm saying? So if I tell my audience, like, hey, y'all want to make $100,000? It's going to be more than 5 people to show up.
100%.
For sure. Okay. This is actually genius. Stan, I think we might be working on new business at the end of this interview. He's going to want more than 5% though.
But I'm giving you low numbers. Now double it, because you got more than 5 people. Let's just double it.
Yeah.
Let's just double it. Double what we have already. Let's say 10 people. Just double it. Double everything we got. We have 40, right?
Leveraging your network. And in the same time, financially empowering everybody that's with you.
Right.
Basically developing a winner circle.
Right.
Hey, man, y'all better get up under the umbrella. You're going to get rained on.
I was like, one thing that shifted me when I realized that everybody around me works for me. You work for me.
For sure.
But I work for you.
Facts.
So we work for each other. So not only does everybody work for me, I work for everybody. If I'm only working for one person and I'm getting a check that's enough for one person, then I take that one check that has that one income, then I go home and I split it up with 4 or 5 people because I got 2 kids, 3 kids with a wife. Then now I'm complaining about the money that I don't have.
Yeah.
When if I worked for everybody, I'm getting paid at all these different angles.
That's hard.
Right? It's just the change of the mindset that starts to allow you to see the shift in what is meant for you.
That's hard. Gotta ask more money questions. Hey, why we got the money man here? In today's climate, what is the quickest way to earn money, you think?
The quickest way is through digital products, because everybody's online. One of the rules is don't reinvent the wheel.
I be trying to do that too.
Innovate the wheel. Reinvent yourself.
Hey.
Innovate the things that's around you. Collaborate with the people. Renovate, innovate, collaborate. Amazon. I talked about Amazon before, so let me just talk about Netflix.
Okay.
So which industry did Netflix renovate? Because just before, let me just say, renovate, innovate, collaborate is a method that you could use at any moment to know your next steps to help you really expand your life and your cash flow. Now, which industry did Netflix renovate?
Blockbuster Video.
100%. It's a literally the same thing, right?
Took them out.
Instead of having a brick and mortar, you walk into the store and you got to rent here and there, maybe a video here, and you got to bring it back next week. They cut that out. They said, what if I brought the store to you? Change the game. Now, not only what if I bring the store to you, now they got to innovate it. Now they got to put their own twist on it. Now they got to update the way they do things.
So just actually take the wheel and put tire on it, or put tread on the wheel, or make the wheel waterproof, and just find ways to improve this wheel instead of just trying to recreate a whole new, titanium wheel.
Right.
That's hard. I didn't think about that. A lot of us be sitting in our houses like trying to invent some new shit that ain't never been invented. And, taking years. In actuality, all we had to do was just take. Well, somebody told me the quickest way to become a millionaire is to solve a problem. Well,
that's theoretically.
Okay.
So now, okay, cool. I solve a problem. The problem is you got clogged toilet, and I go get a plunger and I plunge out the toilet. How many toilets am I have to plunge in order to get?
Makes sense.
So I'm just giving them a quicker space to understand digital products because I don't need to be there. In fact, me and my bro in the car talking about a whole software that's going to sell the products for you. You don't even need to sell products. I can show you something on my app where my app bot is talking to people and having a full-blown conversation. So let me just show you so you can see the power of where we're at in this day and age. See, one of the things we have to understand is the economic era that we're in. And that's what I was expressing when I say the renovate, innovate, collaborate. So Netflix understood the economic era. This is why they are at the top of the industry. This is why Amazon's at the top, because they understand the economic era. And the economic era is about strategic partnerships. So remember I talk about innovating, right? So they innovated the space with Netflix and they said, okay, cool. I'm right. So this is what I want. This is what I want. I want to bring the Blockbuster to you. I want to bring the store to you, to your home. But not only that, remember you used to have to like return it? Now you just pay one fee and you get all the movies. That was the innovation process. But
Yeah, you can't beat that. Blockbuster couldn't beat it.
But guess what? Who was Blockbuster involved with? They were involved with all the top companies who made movies, Paramount, Pixar. But who is Netflix involved with? The up and coming startup TV shows.
Yeah.
So not only are you getting great advertisement, because if we go, I got Ugly Money TV show, who are you promoting the TV show to?
I mean, I want to promote it to everyone. I want to promote it to an audience for sure.
Everybody you're promoting. So now as me being Netflix, you're promoting my brand. I now just cut overhead when it comes to promotion. But now I got,
because I'm gonna tell everybody I'm on Netflix.
100%. But now I got 4, 5, 6, 7 of you.
Yeah. And Stan ain't got no Netflix. He got Hulu, but he gonna get on Netflix when he know Ugly Money on them.
100%.
Hey man, boy, look, well, you're right. Yeah, I hope y'all catching what he putting down, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, what we call this a free game alert?
Free game alert.
Digital products. Yeah, I want to see this app bot.
Yeah,
that's talking because
this was wild.
Yeah, I be having too many conversations that I don't want to have. Need to get me an app bot. Stan, get us an app bot too, okay? There's a whole lot of things on this list of things that we gotta get while talking to Mr. Shaun here, because he gonna teach us how to get some more money while we sleep. And build our circle of winners. This episode being brought to you by Engorge Rejuvenation Tea, promoting erections, improving stamina, size, endurance, and libido. Make sure you go to engorge.com. That's EN-GORGE.com to get yours today. All natural male supplement and proud sponsor of the Ugly Money Podcast. We pulling them up.
Yeah, soon. Okay, I got some.
It's all good. But you know, I gotta ask about that. I gotta ask about that boot camp.
Well, look at the bottom, and what does the bottom say?
Okay,
so
what he's showing
person
me.
Came in. You could just start scrolling down.
Yeah.
What does that say right there? You can read them if you want.
AI answer.
Right.
Hi there. My focus is on the personal side and business side. Hey, that's great. Personal and business development are both important aspects of growth. How can I assist you today? Do you have any specific questions or topics that you would like to explore? Honestly, I really need to get my mindset right to focus on my personal side. This shit is really having a conversation. Bro, they done ironed out the whole thing that these folks need and then put it in numbers and everything.
I'm not doing it.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. That's really going to help me out a lot. I'm definitely going to follow all of that heart because I can't wait to meet my new self. Thank you again. Have yourself a blessed. Bro, you probably got a supporter for life. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. I can't make that up. And it's automated.
Right. But you know the power in that? The power in that is because I would normally charge $1,000 to have one-on-one conversations with me.
Yeah.
This allows me to let them have a conversation for free. You know what I'm saying? They could now have a conversation for free.
But I still be wanting my $1,000, Stan.
$1,000.
Yeah.
$1,000
comes with the whole.
Into, like you said, now I got a supporter. So now on these, what we do, we have accountability calls. So when we have these calls, now we're offering them through our strategic partnerships, and I make money and I'll help other people create cash flow through our strategic partnerships. So I do get it back. It's just you have to reroute it.
That's hard. That's hard because I damn sure be charging that much to talk to me. I like that. Hey man, you know it's just you're becoming more effective in less time. The book is definitely fitting. The title. You probably have just gained a lifetime supporter in less time. Right. Whereas the old way of us thinking would take us a couple of hours of our day. You know, the person we'd have to meet up. They'd have to fork out a whole bunch of money. Yeah, that's hard. Okay. And you can do that, and it's so scalable that you could do 1,000 of those a day.
Right. And then what it's doing now is selling the product.
Yeah.
So while I'm talking to you, I'll probably get a couple sales when I get off here. Like, all right, cool. Appreciate you.
It's not even like a, it's actually like a, it's more of an experience. You got the book, you got the book, you got the app, you got the courses, you got the information, you got the chats, you got all these things. It's actually like almost like a, you know what I'm saying, like just an experience.
Remember what I said to you earlier? It's about creating beautiful experiences. See, the thing about it is you're the star of your movie, I'm the star of my movie. We come together, we co-star. And when you have a galaxy of superstars at night, it make the night beautiful.
Come on, baby. I get it. All right. I want to talk about some of your money. You've been teaching us about everybody, all of us to get money. Let's talk about your money. What is the Family Legacy Boot Camp?
Ooh, so this Family Legacy Boot Camp, this came out of like pure like creation. So one day it was my brother. He had called me up. He was like, "Yo, I don't know, bro. It's like the pandemic, right? It's like, yo, I gotta liquidate some of these properties, bro, because shit ain't moving like the way we want it to move." I'm like, why? He's like, bro, like honestly, we should just get rid of some. It's like, what can we do? We got to see who else got the cash flow because I'm jammed up right now with some of the things we got. So with the Family Legacy meeting that we had, we called all the family members together. We sat everybody down. We brought food, drinks, all of this and said, hey, okay. And this is my brother. He's running this. Like, this is I did. And he's like, yo, I want to check everybody's credit score. I want to check and make sure who has the best credit right now. I want to see who even has credit cards, right? And then we start going through all of this and we realize, okay, nobody really got anything. We had one cousin. He had an 800 credit score, wasn't utilizing it. We utilized his 800 credit score, put him on an operating agreement, got funded, went and got more properties, been able to flip that to get the cash flow, pay him out. Now we back in the game. Wait a minute. This is how we discovered that it's our people's money.
Our people.
Wouldn't you, like, if you were on the other end of that, right, and you had an opportunity, you had an 800 credit score, you can get paid just for your credit score. Would you get paid just for your credit score?
Of course.
Okay, cool. So out of that, we learned trade lines. So now, if you got an 800 card, you could put people on for $600 a month. So you can add this to the money pool.
Yeah.
Right. So now, let's say you got a $20,000 card. Let's say it was 10-year history, and you charge, let's just say a modest $500. Each person get on there for 2 months. Let's say you have 5 people. How much is that? 2,500. How much is that? 2,500.
Yeah.
Add that to the list. Wouldn't you like an extra 2,500 for doing nothing?
Yeah, we like money for doing nothing.
Right. So
yeah, I want to be an Instagram model. I want to get money doing nothing. Yeah, we done found it now, ladies. Fellas done found a way to even the playing field. Shaun done taught y'all how to get their money on with doing none on. I'm sorry, brother.
No, you right on. Look, I told you I wanted to be here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I want to be here for
yes,
you.
sir.
Okay, because when I go live, I'll be going crazy like that. They call me 2 Comma Crew or 2 Live Crew.
There it is.
Going off.
Hey, man.
Right? And the reality of it is like, the Family Legacy Boot Camp was created out of that. So now what we do is we teach people life insurance policies. We teach them how to leverage their own credit. We teach them how to get trade lines and make money off their credit. We teach them how to search and how to create opportunities and find great deals in real estate. We also teach them that your mindset is your greatest tool. And if your mindset is your greatest tool, that's the new skill set. It's like, how well can I use my mind right now to create assets, to create something that's going to be beneficial to us moving forward? And the reality of it is we all have the capabilities, but who wants to do the work? Most people want the prize, but they don't want to go through the process.
For sure.
Right.
That's that. Yeah. Everybody wants the ring, but nobody wants to go to practice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Practice.
So you actually got your family together, basically put them in a business.
My brother did that. I started this. I said, look, this is what we was young too. And this is me when I was doing the camera work and all that stuff. And I'm like, it doesn't matter what you do. If you're my brother, bro, I'm going to support you and do whatever it is that you want to do as long as it makes sense. But let's just, speak about it. So whoever gets a business, whoever has an idea, let's all come together and do it. First idea was mine. We were going around shooting videos. We was going around getting paid for doing videos, graphics and all that stuff. And it was great, but it was slow money. It was little money. We needed a way to expand. When we found the real estate, everybody jumped in. And we said, we're going full-fledged with this. Messed around, got one property. Messed around, got two. We had to learn. We had to fail. And then we learned some more. And then now we brought it to the table and said, okay, we are going to create family legacy. So now we built $20 million in family legacy.
That's so hard, bro. Yeah. Because that's what it's about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of us, especially affluent brothers, we playing the game for legacy. Like, I could retire right now. I could just say, you know what, I'm done. Go get a crib back in my old, you know, my hometown and live on a budget happily ever after. But, you know, it's about playing the game for legacy. It's about my grandkids being born millionaires. You know what I'm saying? And so when you start playing the game for legacy, for the long haul, for the generational wealth, that in itself is the embodiment of what a hardworking black brother wants. He wants his legacy. He wants his family to have legacy. Hiltons, Waltons, you know what I'm saying? These are family names. We need some black names mentioned in the same breath. And these are the type of conversations, and these are the type of things that can actually create that. That's beautiful, bro. That might be one of the hardest things you just said. You done dropped some gems, but that family legacy boot camp, boy. I need the blueprint. I can see my auntie now. Like, come on, auntie, come on, everybody, the kids too. All y'all, come on, y'all about to learn something today, damn it. So you're an artist, an actor, an activist, whatever you do, come to the Ugly Money Podcast and tell your story. You can be a special invited guest by texting the number right here. Let's lock in your interview. Let's tell the world what you got going on. Over the past 90 days, we've gotten 30 million views on YouTube, 50 million views on social media sites. It's time for the world to know about you. So make sure you text this number so you can come on the Ugly Money Podcast. And you get to meet China too. It's that ugly money. What's your relationship with Myron Golden?
Yo, Myron Golden, this guy he's taught me so much.
Yeah.
My relationship with him right now, like, I'm looking to actually join his program. So at some point, hopefully, I'm locked in with his program. I've been taking his challenges, and he's been giving me great advice. I run into him in person, give me great advice, and he's been one of my rocks, one of my people that I could like count on to be able to elevate my mind in a way that I probably never even seen fit. I'm like the younger, swaggy Myron Golden.
For sure.
That's me. I'm sorry, Myron, when your time is done. It will be my.
We still outside, baby.
So
yeah.
So he's the one who taught me the alliterations. Like, yo, bro, he said put down alliterations. He made me write down from A to Z everything that I could think about. Assess, assign, align. That whole renovate, innovate, collaborate. Whole mindset. Turn your tool set to create cash flow assets. He made me write all that shit down. He's like, yo, bro, write all of this down. He said, make sure when you take your app is basically a continuity program. So how are you going to do that? Run the actual program. And then after that program is up, the physical program or the programs you be doing online, segue them to the app to use the app. So when he put these things in place for me, it was just me now practicing it, me now getting understanding how these systems work. And
you said continuity
program. Like, you got to have a continuity program.
We're going to talk offline. Go ahead. It's some game here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, for facts. So his program or his mentorship, you would pay $155,000 for it?
I think I would pay $155,000 for it, because one thing that he taught us is that the way that we price it, we remove, like, let's say, price from the actual result. Like, it's not based upon the price. Like, the reason why we have that price is because we could 10x that price. Remember I told you I went into the Circle of CEOs and I paid $10,000 to get into their program, and I made $15,000 the next day. So not only didn't mention that, in that program I met somebody else where we made $85,000 together. So now add the $15,000 to the $85,000. That's $100,000 I made off of $10,000. See, now hold on right there, because the reason why I went there was through a person that I met. Right? I met this person, right? And the person was like, "Yo, come check this out." So now that person that I met, she invited me to come to another platform. I went to another platform, spent another $10,000, and it was like, "Yo, bro, when you see the no disrespect, you already know." But it's like, "Yo, you're a better speaker than this guy." You're a better orator than this guy. I don't compare myself to other people. I'm just telling you what they said to me. They said, why are you even in this program? Strategic partnerships. I came here to build with this man. I came here to put 5 figures in this man's pocket to let him know, for real, this is about real relationship. Let's get to the bag. And with this man, I done made $50,000. I done made 5-figure days. I done gave him awards for doing 5-figure days. So now you add up all of that, bro. That's almost $200,000 off a $20,000 investment. I'm about to walk off set.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Hold on. I'm triggered, goddammit. We teaching y'all how to get the money. You can't be scared to bet on you're betting on yourself.
Right.
And knowledge is power. And you're betting on yourself. You're betting on the fact that when you walk into this room, one, not only you're going to learn things that are going to elevate your success, but you're betting on you being who you are and working this room to the point where, hey, man, people going to like me.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the bag. That's respect, bro. That's respect. Being that you're still a young man and a prosperity teacher, did you look to anyone early on in as far as for talking points?
Yeah, 100%. You got to add Myron Golden in it. The crazy thing about this, like even with you, bro, before I even get to Myron Golden, I kept seeing you online. Like, why do I keep seeing this guy? Let me look into what he's doing.
Yeah.
He going off. Oh, he's talking facts. All right, wait a minute. We got somebody that's shutting people down and being real about it. Now, I like this guy. I got to meet this guy.
Respect.
Bro, I just met you.
Respect.
It's same thing happened with Myron Golden. I read Myron Golden's book, did not know who he was. When I seen him, because the way he looked in his book, he looks different now. Okay. And it was his From Trash Man to Cash Man book. And I'm like, damn, he got a lot of principles in it. Basically, it's like a Rich Dad Poor Dad type of book. So I'm in there, I'm like, damn, this dude is dope. Hope I get to meet him one day. Me and my brother like, yo, we need to go find new mentors. Who you want to be with? Like Myron Golden. We find Myron Golden, like, damn, now we get to meet Myron Golden. Now we in this program. So now it's like, wow, you get to see that all the people that you think about connecting with, you just one move away. So me being able to talk to Myron Golden, I took that opportunity head on. I was like, yo, give me some game. He gave me enough game to run plays. And then from there, have other mentors. I have virtue mentors too, like Jerry Minor. I have Lisa Nichols. I have people like Vision Lakiani. I create a whole vision board in my mind about these individuals. They sit in my mind and they help me out, right? And when I allow myself to give myself permission to be the best, because sometimes we don't give ourselves permission.
Come on, bro.
You know, so I allow myself to give permission to myself. You want to hit that? Go ahead. You want to drop a bomb? Go ahead, drop the bomb.
Drop it. You can to ask yourself, do I have permission to be the best? Tell yourself yes. Becoming More Effective in Less Time. A book by Shaun Crummey. I'm just giving you your clips, baby.
I need these clips. Clip me up. Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Reaching out to Myron Golden. Another one, my young brother. Both of my young brothers. They've been mentoring me since I was young. Right? Because they made me a better man. I don't have an older brother. I try to look for that in my friends, try to look for that in my uncles, but they never was able to fulfill that role the way I need to. But my brothers, they were the ones who fulfilled that role in me. They allowed me to be the best version of myself. And not only do I look to them, I look to my grandma. Everybody around me, because when you lose your parents, when I lost my parents, I was just looking for insight. So I would take insight anywhere, because once again, my knowledge was limited. My knowledge is still limited for where I could be. Yeah. So like I'm looking at it from that perspective. Like my knowledge is limited. I don't know everything. Let me at least learn from anybody, because you might say something that is going to spark my mind. Like that's why I said I need to get on this podcast. I need to be with you, bro, because you be saying stuff that I say in my head, but you say it in a way that's, damn, I needed that. Thank you for that nugget, because now I can articulate it this way. Respect. No, respect. You know? So just being honest with that. So like as I mentioned, some of those people, but you know, just tapping into some of my people like Larry Pearson. These are guys that I met in New York City with the whole landmark. You know, these people are amazing. So I got a good question. I want to get this one out too. As we know, sometimes when we're building our business, we're black, we young, we fly. People gonna hate, people gonna doubt. People are going to water down and people are going to detract. So for those people that may not trust
a young, black, fly brother talking his talk the way he talking his talk. Explain why someone should believe in your book, your app, and all the other things that you have built.
Yeah, I like the question because I've never quite had this question posed to me. But now that I'm thinking about it, just reflecting introspectively, you don't have to believe me.
Talk that talk, young man.
You don't have to believe a single thing I say. Why? Because my belief is not predicated on yours. Your belief is not predicated on mine. You need to believe in you. You need to solve you. You need to be the person that's going out there to elevate your life. You need to say, what can I do to improve? Now, if people are in your life for a reason, because what's happening in your life is not happening to you, it's happening through you. So when you say, okay, I want to become better, and then you allow somebody else in your life to show up, and we're giving you tools that can help you become better, it's up for you to take it. It's up for you to say, okay, I want that. It's up for you to look at it and see if it's valuable or not. So whether you believe in me or you believe that it doesn't work, there's proof all around. If you go look at my testimonials, it's proof all around. The craziest thing is, like, I don't mean to make people cry when I speak to them. But if people are crying when I speak to them, that means I'm reaching them. If I'm able to reach people, I'm able to teach people. If I'm able to teach somebody, they're able to go out and actually do something and create something that they would love to do. So if you want to create the life that you truly deserve, if you want to create a life that you get to design, if you want to end the disappointment, if you want to be a person of high stature, if you want to be the best version of you, then I need you to start looking into the mirror and believing in you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shaun Crumméy. You heard what he said? I think the same thing. You know what I'm saying? There's some times I used to do these things called song reviews, right? And I've gotten like 6 or 7 people deals off of just playing their music on live, right? And I would charge them like $20. And people will come on sometimes like, man, why I need to pay you $200? No, you don't. I didn't ask you to pay. I said, if you want me to work, this is my price. And when you kind of put people in a perspective of, no, bro, I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I'm just gonna show you what I've done, show you my results, and if you choose to tap in, you choose to tap in. But we ain't chasing y'all dollars at all. The bag has already been secured. Now, if you want to come get on with the money team, you're gonna have to buy your jersey, nigga. Okay? Now, some jerseys is 20, some is 20,000. You see this man done drop. But if you could take 20 bands and make 200, see, that's why some of y'all still in the party. What is the 2 comma gang? I like the 2 comma club. 2 comma club. I like that. I like that saying.
2 comma club.
I like it.
First of all, the 2 comma club is about understanding how to sell.
Okay.
Who's the first person you need to know how to sell?
First, you got to sell yourself, I would think.
You got to sell yourself. You got to look at yourself and go, there's a you inside of you that you haven't even met yet. There's a person that's inside of you that you're waiting to be, right? What things in you have to die in order for you to give birth to you reaching your greatest potential? You got to look at yourself and realize this is a numbers game. When I get on a plane and I'm out, like, no disrespect, like, I don't go back to any other class except for first class now, and it's only because of the experience portion of it, right?
Exactly.
When I got on a plane and I looked out and I saw the city, this is just one city. I saw millions of people in one city. Yeah. You mean to tell me if there's millions of people in one city, I can't get 10% of those millions in each city that we have in just this America alone?
Talk about it.
Okay, so skip that part. So I'm like, all right, cool. In my mind, I'm thinking, there's no way to go back. It's only going forward from here. The only way I can go forward is if I realize where I'm at. Now, most people learn from the past, right? But they stay stuck in the past. You got to learn from the past. You got to be able to see the future, but you got to live where? Right here in the present. This is why they call it the present, because you get gifted with things. But this is when they talk about the present, you talk about the possibilities. You got to live in your possibilities. I'm living in my possibilities. So when you talk about being in the 2 comma club, it's about living in your possibilities. You got to already know you're a millionaire before you become a millionaire. You can't go and want the job promotion and then say, I'm going to go do the job. You can't be the person that says, I'm going to come to work late and I'm going to leave early. You got to be there and you got to understand, you got to earn the right to have the experience to get paid to be who you are. And it's so close and it's not as far as you think it is.
I want to work with something with you. It probably exists.
Wait, my bad. I ain't really answer the whole question.
Nah, but you snapping. You got man. There's so many damn ideas popping in my head right now. Is there a way? Like, say, okay, I got me, I got Stan, I got Slump, I got Farrah, and I got Tyler in the other room. We need to find ways to take us 5 brothers and sisters, to put us in a room, and for us to make money together. I don't think that it has been said to people like that. The main thing that I think holds people back from taking this leap is they're scared. They don't know. Uncertainty, because things that you don't unsure about, you just step away from. But if we put it in a very layman's term way, I think we can help a ton of people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of 5, and I can only talk how I talk. Instead of niggas putting their money together to go buy a VIP section, they could put their money together to go buy a brownstone. You feel what I'm saying? Or instead of brothers, hopping 5 deep in a car to go slide on some niggas, let's get to a point where we're getting, 6-7 figures worth of loans and equities and things of that nature, and assets. We have to find a way to articulate this for the young brothers, so we can have more young, fly, rich brothers like yourself, my brothers, walk around. And if anything, I would love to work with you on that in some shape, form, or fashion, man. We might have just planted a seed tonight. You know what I'm saying? You already got it. I'm kind of like the layman's, I'm like the layman's guy. I just kind of put it in real nigga terms. Like, yeah, man, instead of goddamn taking 5 niggas to go buy a VIP section, spending, tens of thousands of dollars on them bottles that, gonna lead to a girl that you really don't like. And let's take this money and... What up? So you have a brand, you have a business, and you want to get the word out. In the last 90 days, we did over 30 million views on YouTube, over 50 million views on social media sites. Promote your business on the Ugly Money Podcast. Let me help you turn your business up. Make sure you text the number right here below. We'll schedule a call, and let's get it popping. Let's get it moving. Let's get that brand and that business out of here. Yeah, you can be an official sponsor of the Ugly Money Podcast. And China just left. See y'all in a minute. Text us.
Okay, I got you right now.
Okay.
This is how I see it.
See what I'm saying?
The way that I see it is that when you have a business, you got different departments. Stan got to have his own business. Okay. You only work with people who have their own businesses going forward. Like that's if you don't got your LLC, if you don't got your business, I can't do business with you. I'm only paying your LLC. I'm not cash apping you. I'm paying your LLC.
I like it.
All right, cool. Slump got his own business. Queen got her own business. Other Queen got her own business, right? And then they're just different departments in the business. So my brothers and I, we got one business. We each got a business, but it's different departments in the business.
Come on.
So I run the personal to business development section of the business.
Yeah.
We still all eat.
Come on.
My brother get online, he start talking, his ebook is on my platform. We get paid, right? As soon as he start talking about life insurance.
Link it all together.
Right. So now he is the financial advisor. Now he talks about he get everybody set up with the policies. And now not only under that, you get people to work under you as agents through the policies. Okay, cool. Then my other brother, he's the one that's doing the asset and the investments, right? So he got the storage facilities, right? We got a few storage facilities, and he's the one that's helping the students get the storage facilities, right? So now when you got all these different angles, then we got all these other people that we add in. We got the people who do the funding, people who do all the other work, credit repair, all the other stuff. But that's how you do it.
And this is something that is in your courses, in your books, in your apps.
That's not in a book. That is in our live teaching.
But they can get that information from you.
Right. But you see how we have something that they have to go to the live teaching for?
You gotta tap in. Man, before we get out of here, man, what is something that people, what do you feel that you're misunderstood about, if anything?
Let me think on that.
Is anything that you feel that you may be misunderstood?
So, that I'm flashy. I think I'm misunderstood about that.
Yeah.
Right? Because ever since, in basketball, I got these all crazy moves. You've seen Kyrie Irving.
course.
Right. So me and Kyrie played a couple times. We're back at, Seton Hall, right?
Oh, crazy.
So the thing was, I was a little flashy or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
That's what they say. I just think I'm being creative. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm being creative to get around.
Hey, Dad, talk that talk, son. Talk that talk.
So the things that I wear, the clothes that I wear, people might be like, you're flashy. The car that I drive, that's just, I'm being creative. I don't want what everybody else has. I want to have something that I want to create because I believe I'm the star of my movie.
There it is.
I believe I'm the MVP, the most valuable participant. You got to be the most valuable participant in your life. See, we have a whole community of mailbox millionaires. The difference between a cubicle thousandaire and a mailbox millionaire is a cubicle thousandaire is a person that sits around and wait for things to happen. I'm gonna wait for you to drop.
Ooh, he's saying that. He's talking that. A cubicle thousandaire and a mailbox million. Learn some new words today, gentlemen.
So we get money straight to the mailbox, right? I'm not working for it all the time. I'm working for it a little bit, but like I told you, the other 4 of the 5 is basically doing the work for me. So now the mailbox millionaire is the person that gets up and makes things happen. So we have a 3-day summit coming up. We have a 3-day summit where we teach you how to turn your annual income into monthly income. I just basically gave y'all a snippet of what we're going to talk about the Fantastic 5. So if you want to join, if you want to come to a place where you can learn how to grow your money, have money babies, text millions to 347-429-6496. That's millions. You can have that, right?
Yeah, scrolling across the screen right now.
Yeah. All right, cool. So it's scrolling right there. Y'all already know. So once again, they might misconstrue me for being a person that is flashy, like I mentioned, but honestly, I'm just a representation of who you could be.
I like it when he talk that talk. He ain't even talk about basketball. He gets so... You know what's a beautiful thing, bro? And this is probably totally offline. There's a movie called Straw Dogs. I don't know if you've ever seen it. And it's about the guys that were like football champions, right, in their hometown. And, some guys that were, big time sports, heroes, and they kind of just stay living in that glory 20 years later. The football heroes is like, but their life, it turns out to be, that was the highlight of their life. Was high school football, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And then you have some people that, they go to different heights in life. You know what I mean? I think you're one of those guys. Like, I got some partners that still talk about, that last minute buzzer beater in high school, and it's dope, but that shouldn't be the highlight of your life. You should go on and reach different plateaus and reach different dreams and goals or whatever. And it seems like you never stop dreaming, you never stop going, brother. I salute you, man. I know the sky is the limit. And the fact that you are gracious enough to bring the rest of us along, the ones that will listen and the ones that will open their eyes and minds to it, brother, is amazing. There's a lot of ways to become a millionaire. But I know one way to become a billionaire is to help other people become millionaires and take your percentage. So it's just a matter of time, and I want to be your friend for life. And that's how I go. You know what I'm saying? I call my rich homie Shaun. That's your nickname from Nietzsche. Rich homie Shaun. Before we get out of here, man, anything that these folks need to know, where they can follow you at, anything, any shots out or whatever.
Yeah, 100%. Before I go, shout out to you.
Love, bro.
Right? Because you created a platform where other people could be heard, felt, and seen. Just understand that everybody wants to feel these 5. Not the Fantastic 5, but these 5. Everybody wants to feel loved, appreciated, heard, felt, and seen. And we want to make each other feel that way, right? First person you got to do that is for yourself. You're doing that. You're allowing people to be heard, felt, and seen. They come and they explain and explore what's going on in their world through a lens. That's one perspective. And I thank you for being that type of person because you're transcending like levels. You don't even know probably where you who you're reaching, right?
Respect.
But I appreciate you,
bro.
King.
No, respect.
100%. You can follow me on Instagram and any other platform, Mindset Mogul Cru. That's CRU for the crew. So Mindset Mogul Cru. I just want to leave you with this thought. If you want a better life, you got to become a better person. If you want more money, you got to become a better person. If you want to do anything and create beautiful experiences that matter to you, you just got to become a better person. I have the ability to provide insight to you with my Becoming More Effective in Less Time book. See, the primary focus is to become more effective in less time. The primary pathway is through strategic partnerships. You're not going to get there alone. All the money that you want to make, all the money that you want to collect is in other people's pockets. The money that's in yours is not even, the money that's in your pocket is not even yours. Like, you're going to give that money away, but depending on who you give the money to is the seeds that you're planting to get the rewards back. So if you're just giving your money to some type of negative entities, you're probably not going to get the money back in a way that's fruitful, right? All the impact that you want to make is in somebody else's heart. So you have to be genuine. You have to be sincere. And all of your potential is going to be actualized with other people. So the bottom line is you need each other. That's why when I told you I'll come to find my tribe, I think I did my job. I think I came to find my people.
Yes, sir.
So just sending love to everybody. You are amazing. You are whole. You are complete. There's nothing that can stop you, but only you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Ugly Money Podcast. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. I am Ugly Money Nietzsche. You can follow me at Ugly Money NICHE. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast with Shaun Crumméy. That ugly money.